Insomnia. What happened in this? We try spending more time in trying to fall asleep and we become restless. Sometimes we get up, sometimes we sit, sometimes we start eating food, we have become restless, we become anxious, and with the result, this anxiety block our energies and it affects our mind. It's not only doesn't relax our mind, this anxiety, the mind can't, you can't sleep and your body become restless also. So what you do in yoga, they say if you want to have a sound sleep, you should have a cool mind, soft stomach and warm feet. But what we are doing, we are reversing it. We keep our mind is full of anxiety, it's warm, and we eat heavy food and we keep our stomach very hot and feet cold. So what we do is to have a sound sleep, we should, I'll tell you the 3 points. First we have to unblock the energies. How we unblock the energies? There are 3 points in your hand. First is your thumb, the upper part of the thumb. You have to press this. The first, I'll tell you the point. First point is thumb, tip of the thumb. Second is below the pinky finger, the small finger just come down. There is a depression here on the wrist line. The second point. Third is in between the wrist, there is a depression. Then another point is there are 3 points on the wrist line. One is below you come down from your thumb, there is a depression here at the base of the thumb. So these 3 points plus this, these are 4 points. Another point is 2.5 finger. If you keep one finger on the wrist line and 2 fingers away, in the center there is a third point. You have to keep your finger like this, one finger, half finger, 2.5 finger distance from your wrist line. There is another point. These are the points. So how we stimulate these points? There are 3 points here, 1 point here, 1 point here. Before we start this point, we have to stimulate all the fingertips. Stimulate, hold this, stimulate. Keep stimulating for 30 seconds each. Stimulate. Unblock the energy channels, because energy channels start from here. Yeah, unblocking the energies. And you have to stimulate in both the hands. Stimulate all the fingers. Then after this, you keep your thumb, with the other thumb you can press this, press release, or you can use your index finger on the tip of the thumb, press release. Whenever you press, inhale, exhale, and then rotate it. If you are not comfortable, you can use the other finger also, or you can keep your thumb here. With the other thumb you can give the pressure, rotate, and then hold that point for 1 second and release. Do it 5 times. Then you have to hold it. Do it for 1 minute, holding and releasing, holding and releasing. After stimulating this point, come to this point below your little finger. There is a out. When you on the wrist line, when you come from the out, there is a depression here. It's below the small finger. Press, release. When you press, bend your knuckle of the other thumb. Hold it and release. Hold it and release. You have to spend at least 2 to 3 minutes on each point. So how you stimulate? By pressing, holding for some time and releasing, and then relaxing clockwise and anti-clockwise, and at the end Keep holding for at least 2-3 seconds and release. The same way you have to in the center point, center of the wrist, press, release. When you press, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, then relax this point clockwise and anti-clockwise and then hold it. You can hold even for 1 minute and release. And below the thumb, at the base of the thumb, again on the wrist line, there is a depression here. If you move your thumb, you can come to know the depression. Again, press, release, press, release. Spend 2 to 3 minutes on each point and then relax this point and then hold it for at least 1 minute. And then 2.5 finger width in the center of the wrist. In the center of the wrist, there is a line. Press, release, press, release, press, release. Relax this area. And then hold it for 1 minute. By pressing all these points, what you are doing, you are unblocking the energies, removing the anxiety, keep your mind cool so that you can fall asleep. And another thing is very important, when you at bedtime, you just lie down straight. You make it a practice. Lie down straight. Keep your arms on your side, palms facing upward, and close your eyes. And at this time, throughout the day, you had been working. At night, you don't have to work and let the mind rest. You just have to observe your breathing at the entrance of the nostril and in the nostril. Just observe without any reaction. Don't become anxious ki I can't feel my breath. In between, you take a deep breath, but the breath as it is, you have to observe. Just observe. It is, if it's slow, just observe how it is. Don't try to change. We are in a habit of doing something, but at night don't do anything. If you make it a practice, in the daytime also you have to make it for 10 minutes. If you just sit quietly and observe your breath, just observe your breath without any reactions. You make your mind absolutely relaxed and no anxiety, and you will fall asleep very sound.